What is going on, guys? We are back with another video, and of course it is another what if. What is... Dion Lewis is a skinny dude, is he not? Look at his head. He looks like he's about 275. Jesus Christ, my dude. But Madden Mobile Saint said in a comment section what would happen if you had a maxed out quarterback at the age of 40 and a maxed out quarterback at the age of 20. Which one would, I don't know if he said which one would do better per se, but is there much of a difference? So of course we have Tom Brady here, Mr. 40 years old. Clearly, I would like to think the best 40-year-old to ever do it, especially at the quarterback position. And we have his ratings. His throwing stats, he didn't really need to upgrade too much, but of course his speed, acceleration, and whatnot. Jumping, you can't do that from the outside world. Got jumping up there. I mean, all these stats, I really don't care about those. The ones that they don't allow you to upgrade, I don't think actually matter. You would think release would, but I don't think it does, because otherwise they would allow you to do that from a quarterback. Also gave him every single trait. Not that he really needed them. They were just about all there other than me. I think it was high motor wasn't there, but that's all right. 99 overall Tom Brady. We know the Patriots do pretty well without having 99 everything Tom Brady at the age of 40. But this is a really good experiment, because I always like to think, in franchise at least, I want the young guy, because I want the guy that has, you know, good stats. And you always want to start the young guy. But if you're in a league, let's say with, I can't really think, maybe Big Ben, I suppose, is a good example. Do you just go for the win? You know, do you just take the win because he's going to play well? Doesn't matter his age. Yeah, it's kind of curious to see what this is going to happen. I think there probably won't be too much of a difference, but I will say I think the 20-year-old will be better. At least you think he would if he's got the same stats. And here we are at 10-6. Tom Brady. Russell Wilson wins MVP. Let's take a look at Tom Brady's stats. Pretty prototypical stuff. I believe in the Rodgers versus Brady, he was like 5,600 yards. He had a lot of yards. Threw more picks, though. Tom Brady, 3.9 per carry. I changed him from pocket passer to balanced for the new upgraded Brady, because he is, you know, fast. I don't want him sitting in the pocket with 99 excel speed and agility with all the elusive moves and whatnot. David Harris, the GOAT, getting 100 tackles. The young man himself. Malcolm Butler with 11 picks. Not bad. Do we have any awards? Fourth in offense anyways. And defense is 23rd. It's a little interesting. Tom Brady, number 2. Rodgers, number 3. Pete Carroll, no coaching stuff there. AFC, Tom Brady, best quarterback. Let's see, what else do we have? Or not best quarterback, best offensive player. Not best quarterback, apparently. Steelers winning tons and tons of awards here. Malcolm Butler, of course, DB of the year. Let's take a look now. What do we got? I might do 2 seasons just to see how it is. Do we have a win here? We do have a win. Let's go again. Forcing the issue. Winning again. Are we in the championship game? Are we going to win that as well? We're in the Super Bowl against the Falcons. We're going to sim it yet again. Take a look. Take a gander at the Super Bowl winner. Is it going to be us? That usually tells us no, but apparently he had a Super Bowl win, I believe. I believe Tom Brady won the Super Bowl year 1 here. He lost. Okay, it was confusing. I guess that was old news. Let's go one more year, though. Tom Brady did not play well in the Super Bowl at all. Honestly, a realistic outcome. I mean, he got a lot of yards because of the defense locking up, but Tom Brady really didn't play too well of a Super Bowl, if we're being honest, last year. I'm trying to remember it, because if I'm being 100% honest, early on I was watching a little bit, but I was more or less listening than watching, because it was just such a blowout, and I was just like, it is what it is. I'll keep it on just for, you know, maybe a funny commercial or something does happen. So I really didn't pay attention for too much of it, but I remember clearly the pick 6. I remember Alfred also jumping. I believe it was Alfred. It was either Alfred or Jalen Collins jumping in front of another pick, somehow missing an easy one, it getting deflected, and Edelman making that crazy catch. So let's move on to the playoffs again, see if Tom Brady increases with age, assuming he didn't retire and I just didn't see it. Wouldn't surprise me one bit. So he has a better year. He goes 13-3, and he wins the MVP award. Having a bit better of a year. Nothing too crazy in comparison. Yeah, pretty similar to year one. Just a little boost better. 3 1,000-yard receivers. Offensive line, don't care. I don't even care about the defense. I don't know why. Number 3 in offense, so they bump up one, like I said, slightly better than last year. And the defense goes from 23 to 25, so they actually drop off offensive players here for MVP and whatnot. Pretty similar as last year. A couple of them do move up and a few move back. Kevin Minter, best defensive player of the year. That is shocking. Who is the Patriots guy? Hightower? Minter is the best. That's a little shocking. Tom Brady, best quarterback. Best O-line for some of the Patriots players. And then Gilmore this time, best DB. So let's move on, see if he can win the Super Bowl this time. A little curious to see if he can get it done. I mean, he's playing a not much worse, but a worse Chiefs team, it would appear. He wins that game. 11-5 Chargers. He loses, or we win, and guess what? Back-to-back Super Bowl trips against the Falcons. Who's going to win this? Is it going to be the Patriots this time? So here we actually have a win. So the Patriots and Falcons split down the middle. 40-plus-year-old Tom Brady wins a Super Bowl, back-to-back trips there, and he wins another ring. So obviously a beast. And the rushing leader was Tom Brady. That was what I wanted to see. That's very cool to see. But yeah, they win the Super Bowl. So let's take a look now. Let's go on and see, does 20-year-old Brady do just as well, if not better? It's going to be hard to match this one, but, I mean, they have the same stats. If the youth does make a difference, he could win 2 straight. So here we are with young Tom Brady, the old 20-year-old, the Wonder Boy himself, looking fresh as a daisy. It's weird because he looks like a 40-year-old. To be fair, he doesn't really look too old for his age. Of course, same 99 stats all over the board, and of course a much younger age technically. I don't know how that works, but let's move on to the playoffs right away, just like we do as per usual. Let me know, I mean not really in the comment section, but what do you think? Do you think young Tom Brady's going to do better? I have a feeling he will. I remember pretty much everything from the first one, so 10-6 or better is on par. And then 13-3 MVP year 2 Super Bowl win. Gets better as age, they say. So Tom Brady at 20 years old has a year to remember. 15-1 for the young man himself. And an amazing 17-plus year career at the age of 20. Gets himself a nice Super Bowl. I mean, I don't know if he's going to win a Super Bowl. But he gets himself a nice MVP. Definitely better than the other Brady. The yards are a little low, but the touchdowns are high with the picks being very low. I don't know why I'm looking at defense. I don't need to look at the stats. I just need to look at the overall ranking. You can see Malcolm Butler doesn't do nearly as well year 1. But year 1, Tom Brady, instead of 5th, he goes 8th. But here's a big one. From 15-1, he goes 2nd for defense. The team goes 2nd overall in the league for defense, which is not, it's not crazy, but it's huge compared to the other experiment team, because they went like 23rd and 25th, which is very different, obviously affecting quite a bit. He's got 39,000 XP, so it definitely, it definitely goes by age, because Tom Brady at the age of 40, well, what the hell were we even going to buy? Oh, we didn't have the best trade on. I can't do that. That would completely change it. It would jeopardize the mission. But obviously, age is a huge factor. So, be nice to see if age also affects this. As you can see, it definitely affected the XP. At age 40, you would have got maybe like 10K. And they made it to the Super Bowl year 1 as an old Brady, but as a young Brady, the inexperience catches up with them, losing by 7 to the Baltimore Ravens. Shout out to Double R and the Double R program. Winning that one. Not going to go much further, though. You got Elite Flacco, but that's about it. Let's go on to the Super Bowl. Let's see who wins. Falcons, 2 straight trips in our other one. Are they going to be in this one as well? Back to back to back. 4 straight trips for the Falcons, maybe. And I'll be honest, in most of these rebuilds, what ifs, anything, they usually don't win the Super Bowl. They don't even usually get there. Usually it's the Seahawks or Eagles or something random this year. I don't know why it's glitched, but we definitely seen that the Seahawks won the Super Bowl over the Ravens. The Ravens actually made it. So, I almost left. So, of course, just like with the other team, we'll go on. At the end of the day, a Super Bowl trip is nice, but if we get back-to-back MVPs and a Super Bowl win here, we have to kind of call it a draw or maybe even a win for young Brady, because at the end of the day, we're looking at who does better, not which team does better. Tom Brady as an MVP year 1, and then maybe a back-to-back year 2, kind of, kind of proves that maybe the young does help. Let's go on, though. But if he doesn't win a Super Bowl at all, then we're like, all right, veteran age is the way to go. They probably think that 20-year-old Brady is not even Tom Brady at this point. They're like, it's some other quarterback. No Madden sim voodoo for you. So young Tom Brady loses this one for sure, from 15-1 to 8-7-1. First one we had 10-6 to 13-3. Super Bowl trips both times and a win. This time we don't even make it. And I'll show you guys that we did not have anything to do with it. Just losing games, 50-43 against the Bears. Just losing games, a ton of them to be exact. Take a look at Tom Brady's performance. Did he do well? Russell Wilson, MVP. Seen a few of those now. Tom Brady down on the touchdowns, about average for the picks. Touchdowns were down. Rushing touchdowns weren't too bad for the team. Defense might have just blew it, because offense doesn't look too off par. I know the passing touchdowns were a little low, but let's take a look at it. Number 7 in offensive, which is actually up from last year. Defense goes from 2 to 31st. So there is your culprit. The defense craps the bed, kind of like they did for old Tom Brady. Tom Brady's still number 2. I mean, he had a pretty good season, to be fair. It just wasn't enough. Best quarterback. So, I mean, we could see here that if this has anything to do with anything, the age, the experience, trumps the youth. It does. So let's go on to the Super Bowl, though. We want to see who wins. Instead of the Patriots, year 2, who would it be for this one? I don't know. Steelers and Seahawks. Seahawks again, maybe winning back-to-back. Let's take a look. Okay, let's try again. Take a look. And it is the Seahawks are the champions after winning to the Steelers, over the Steelers anyways. 2 wins in a row. Old Brady brings the Falcons a win and the win himself. Young Brady brings the Seahawks 2 wins. Butterfly effect, as I like to throw in there. I almost said as I call it, as if I invented the theory. But anyways, let me know what you guys thought of this. Would you guys think, did you guys think something else was going to happen? It was going to be completely different or not? Like I said, I kind of felt like the 20-year-old Brady would have done better, but he just didn't. 61K there. Still in the league, by the way. Well, obviously, one more. No, he would have retired by now, I think. Or maybe one more sim. But if you have any suggestions for what-ifs, experiment videos, just Madden content in general, or non-Madden content, you're like, oh my god, I've been watching this game. It's the greatest shit I've ever seen in my life. I need you to play this game. Or a game that I've already played. I don't know. Whatever it is, let me know. I appreciate everyone watching. If you're new, maybe subscribe if you enjoyed it. Like maybe if you liked it. But just watching is important to me, and it was nice for you guys to join me along this journey of how many Tom Brady videos can I put in a single Madden 18 game spawn season something. Anyways, hope you guys come back for next video, which, to be fair, there's going to be most likely 2 more today. But until next video, see ya!